Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Extra Point. It's the day before Thanksgiving. It's a big football weekend. We got a lot to talk about.
Lots to talk about.
I'm here with Callie and Zach, and I looked at
You
y'all
would- I know, I was about to
separately
say.
when I said it. Anyway, it was a big week last week. Let's talk about some high school sports real quick because we're about winding down. 1A South Pittsburgh won. They have Greenback next at home in the semifinals. Marion County also won over Forest. They're at home against Austin East. And Sequatchie County won, and they're at home against Alcoa next. To stop at those first three schools, that's like one little area right down here.
Yeah,
It's kind of southeast of us, and apparently they know how to put some football teams
Absolutely,
together
yeah.
for small schools.
Absolutely.
So let's shout out to those guys and good luck to them. I like it when the state title stays in Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So and some of those are maybe kind of East Tennessee, but I think we can lay claim to them from our area.
Yeah,
Marshall County won, and next they have against Knoxville Central. Marshall County's tough. They're a good team.
They are a good team.
they are really,
I
we've
expect
both
them to
seen
get
them play. I mean, they're,
Yeah, they're
Amazing.
for real. They're contenders. So
And in 5A action, either Independence or Brentwood, which will play in the semifinals, will actually be in the final next week in 5A. So there's a mid-state team that we're guaranteed at least a final appearance from. Now then, in big 6A news, Oakland won, and they're going to play Mighty Maryville at home this Friday. Now that should be one heck of a game.
yeah,
Yeah,
it really
should
should be a
be.
great game. I think Oakland takes it.
I like Oakland too.
Yeah, I mean,
I
even
like
though
them,
Maryville is undefeated as of yet.
Yeah, but if you've seen
It's gonna be a
Oakland,
real
they
test.
they
Yeah.
have really wiped out the competition they've played against, and they play from week to week. They play probably a stronger conference or stronger games each week. I mean, facing Blackman, it's like facing Riverdale,
Yep.
facing Siegel and Smyrna and Laverne. I mean, they're playing a tough schedule each
Yeah.
week. So, good luck to Oakland. I'd like to see them win the state championship. Before we move on to college and talk about last week's picks, that would be good. Anything local we want to talk about, high school wise?
Let's talk boys basketball. Tullahoma is 2-2 on the season right now and playing really solid on the defensive end. Offensively, they're still gonna get some kinks worked out, but defensively, they're a really fun team to watch on that defensive end, and it's been a pleasure to cover those 4 games, and I've actually enjoyed covering those 4 games because that defense has been pretty solid for them. I also want to give a shout out to the Malo women's team who continues to keep on rolling. Won 4 straight games now, 5-1 on the season. They're a
Woot.
really scrappy team, battle.
Woot, woot.
So they're fun to watch. They got it clicking on all cylinders, offensively, scrappy on the defensive end. So shout out to both of those teams.
Great,
Well,
yeah.
Tullahoma was a team a couple years ago that didn't even win a basketball game.
Yeah, during the 13-14 season, they didn't win a game, and it's been a struggle to win past 3. Actually, they only won 3 last year as well. So they're one more win, and they've already matched the season total for last year.
So is this a more veteran team, or is this a bunch of new
It's a
guys?
lot of younger. In some ways, it's a mixture of both. Last year, a lot of freshmen played. A couple freshmen played for Tullahoma. A lot of younger players got experience for Tullahoma. This year, they only have 2 seniors on their team, and 17 underclassmen, as I was talking with the head coach. So there's plenty of positives. Just the question mark for the boys basketball team is where's the offense going to come from? They got Nick Barstead, who's predominantly their leading scorer in every game. Ahmad Taylor down low, who also had just finished with a double-double against Warren County, 14 rebounds and 11 points. They got to get him. They got to keep him rolling, get him going more and more. But those are pretty much your offensive players right there, Nick Barstead and Ahmad Taylor, and
Okay.
you'll get some more interaction from some of the other guys sometimes, and Ben Fulton as well, who's a freshman who's doing outstanding so far.
Good deal.
Well, congratulations to Tullahoma High School basketball team. I know it's been a rough road for them the last couple of years, and getting even just 10 wins in a season would be a big accomplishment and a step
Yeah.
in the right direction.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
getting 5 wins is the first step for these guys, and then past that, you can just build anything that you get past 5 wins is success.
Especially when you have a lot of youth, underclassmen that are they're getting into the game and help
Yeah.
you step it up. So, all right, well, let's move on to college ball. Let's go to last week's picks. Last week I went 5-4 with my pick. Zach, you went 5-4, and Callie, after a fabulous week the week before, in the cellar at 3-6.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we have weeks like that.
But 2 of those games, who would have thought that?
I
Maybe even
did.
3 of them. Oh,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I
We're not-
did too.
You went with him.
Overall, I'm 44-28. Zach, you're 48-24, and I've not been able to make any headway in that in the last couple of weeks. Callie, you are below 500, 35-37. You need to have a good week. Let's just look at last week's picks a little bit. Let's see. You guys took TCU, and Oklahoma State blew them out.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit of a surprise.
That was.
We all picked Louisville, and I was kind of leaning towards Houston, but I didn't see Houston beating Louisville.
Getting a beat down like they did.
Especially with everything on the line for Louisville. So anyway, Louisville doesn't deserve to be in the playoff anyway now. Washington State, let's see, Colorado, we all took Colorado. Me and Callie took Ole Miss. You
Yeah.
took Vandy.
I can't believe that.
Well, they flustered that young boy. We all took LSU, and Florida won.
Yeah.
One job. Just
I know.
one job.
I know.
Give them the ball and score from the 1 yard line.
4
Nice.
times in the red zone and couldn't do
Right,
anything
yeah.
with it. Not 1, not twice, not 3, but 4 times.
Yeah, I agree.
Oi.
I took Notre Dame, but you guys could foresee that Virginia Tech was going to win, and they did. And I took, well, this will be the last one we'll talk about, I took Indy, and you guys took Titans. And
That's the
apparently-
last time I support him.
Apparently.
Done after this.
Yeah.
I'm
Done.
done
I'm
supporting
done.
your local
All right,
team.
Done.
before we go into this week's
All it
picks,
brings heartache.
I want to ask you a question. If Florida would have lost last week, do you really think UT actually deserves to play for an SEC
I think they play a
championship?
harder schedule. If
Yeah,
you say
but I mean, when
anything.
they're giving up so many points, their defense is.
But they've suffered
Horrible.
through. The defense is not horrible. They had a really bad game last
They've
week.
given up 400 yards of rushing in the
Look,
last
but
2 weeks.
but against what they
In
were
each
playing with,
game,
they're
not in
playing
the
with
last 2
true
weeks.
freshmen right now. They're playing with true
No,
freshmen
I
right
do
now.
understand that, but I don't.
I don't think
they would
Florida
get crushed
deserves
by
it. I don't,
Alabama.
and you'll never get me, but I don't think Florida deserves it. I don't know who they played this year. Played mediocre teams. I mean, yes, they came back and they beat LSU. I mean, they did what they had to do, so credit goes to them.
That's exactly it. They did what they had to do.
Exactly.
I mean,
They
does
can't
anybody
take
from the
nothing away.
SEC East deserve to win?
No,
Getting
I,
that SEC championship game?
no, I don't. I don't think that they do.
That'd be the question that
But
I
if you're
have.
talking about a tougher schedule, Tennessee has played a tougher schedule, and then don't shake your head over there, producer, instigator.
I got himself in trouble. All right, let's move on before Kelly beats up our producer. Okay, I'm gonna add something to this. Reports early in the week so far state that Charlie Strong is gone. Right now, they're saying that they're gonna evaluate. I wanna throw another name in there too, which is Kelly from Notre Dame. What's his name?
Brian Kelly.
Brian.
Yeah. Number one, is Charlie Strong gone? And then number two, now there's been a report from Notre Dame that they're gonna have to forfeit their wins from the 2000 and I think 2014.
Well,
They're
that
having to
happens.
forfeit
I would
like
say he is. gone.
21 wins because of inappropriate academics. So basically that year they went to the national championship. Every game they won that year is basically being forfeited. So now then, are these two coaches gone? Are they out?
I pretty much think Charlie Strong is gone, and I hate
Yeah.
that for him because he's a great coach, great person. From everything I've
And he'll get
put
another
him
job.
together, and he'll
Well,
get another
yeah.
job. He'll get another job, but I
Hint,
just
hint.
hate that it ended like this for him.
Tennessee.
The
But
offensive
that
coordinator.
the
Well,
nail
he'll
on
be
the
an
coffin
offensive
pretty
coordinator.
much was whenever Texas lost to Kansas. I mean, that's pretty much an unexcusable loss.
They have not lost to
Well, they
Kansas
hadn't-
since 1938.
And
or
Kansas
20-something.
hasn't beaten FBS opponents since what 2 years ago. So-
But they didn't want him in the first place.
Some of them didn't want him, but I knew some Texas fans that were pretty excited about him.
Well, they
Because
should
of
be.
the
He's a
accomplishments
great
that he did
coach.
at Louisville.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's a great coach, and obviously his players stick by him. I don't see him surviving this, and I think the way that Texas has handled this has been pretty poor on their part, and from the athletic standpoint. I think they've been poor job of doing this. Everybody knows, yeah, I mean, it's a foregone conclusion that he's probably gone, so why not just address the elephant in the room?
Is Les Miles gonna be the new coach of
No,
Texas?
They
no,
want
what
Tom
they,
Herman.
they want Tom Herman from Houston, although, you know, they're gonna throw all the money in the world that they can at him. That'll be interesting to see where he goes, because I mean, there's going to be some top jobs that are open, and
What
Tom
about-
Herman's going to be a hot name for up there in Oregon, maybe LSU, depending on what LSU wants to do, or maybe or
What about
Texas.
Strong for LSU?
But if you're LSU, do you want somebody coming off of a major program who had?
Well,
the
I
record
don't
that
think he
had
had the
at a major program?
opportunity to do what, you take what he did at Louisville and actually what he was
Yeah, but you
as
still
a
work for
coordinator at
Texas. You
South
still
Carolina.
work for Texas, and Texas being the heartbeat of football. And, you know, when we talk about football in any sport, we automatically think Texas for.
I don't, but that's.
Well, let's
just
talk
me.
about the Notre Dame coach for a minute. You think he's out of there? What do you think?
Oh yeah, I think if
Yeah.
they're smart, they'll get rid of him. He's just trouble for me. He's
Especially
a good coach, but he's trouble.
Especially if this report is true, then yeah, I think his days in South Bend are pretty numbered.
So, all right. Well, there you have it. Straight from the expert's mouth.
Oh
here.
yeah, don't call
Yeah,
me an expert.
we're real.
Next week, we will talk about this, you know, in our picks, because that's one of our picks. Can Vandy beat UT to become bowl eligible? I mean, seriously, after Tennessee's performance.
And after what they did to Ole Miss, yes.
Yeah.
I've dreaded it all year long. They play us tough every year.
I mean, if you go back to Tennessee played how many games within the state of Tennessee this year?
A lot.
Yeah, I mean, this was a year to really.
Yeah.
you
I know.
have the
You
home
said it. Heard
schedule.
me say that at the beginning of the
So
year.
anyway, all right, let's go to picks.
Yeah.
Mississippi State at Ole Miss. What do you think, Zach?
Ole Miss. I like Ole Miss bouncing back in this one, being at home.
Yeah.
If it win.
I'm with him on that. If it wasn't at home, I'd say Mississippi State.
And if Mississippi State wasn't so bad this year,
It beat Texas A&M earlier this year.
Yeah.
now that just like Callie's picks last week, it's Crow gets another.
Whatever.
UT at Vandy.
I'm
I
going
go-
Vandy.
Oh wow! I think my soul just died a little.
From what the performance that they displayed against Ole Miss, y'all's rush defense, and that's what really got them
Well,
past
that's-
Ole Miss. And Vandy's defense all year has been pretty stout, so I'm going Vandy in this one.
Yeah,
UT's not Ole Miss. I'm going UT.
I'm going UT.
But
They gotta win this game.
I think it's
They
going to
don't
be a
have
very
choice.
close game.
Yeah, it always is. Well, not
So-
always, but
But it is just UT has too many guys, and they're a much better team than Ole Miss. Auburn at Alabama.
Alabama.
Alabama
They
all
don't have
the
a
way.
prayer. They may play them hard in the first quarter, but I think
First
that's
half,
it.
I think
Yeah.
it'll be close, but I'm going
Alabama pull
Alabama.
away.
I'm going with Alabama.
Yeah, I was about to say, seriously.
Let's see, LSU at Texas A&M. Will LSU bounce back?
They need to. And
Yeah.
Texas A&M still has a lot of question marks with that.
If Orgeron wants to keep his job, he better win this one. If not, he's out.
Who are you picking?
Oh gosh, what about Fournette? What is his status?
I
Uh,
thought
they
he was-
used
I
him
thought
in-
he was better last week, but
No, they
apparently
used him
he-
as a decoy. I'm gonna
You
go
gotta hurry up.
A&M.
I'm going LSU.
It's because it's at A&M.
I'm going LSU. Sorry. TCU at Texas. Charlie Strong's potential last game.
Yeah, I think there's too many distractions off the field for Texas at this point, so I'm going TCU.
I'm going with Texas. I think they come together and they win the last game for Charlie
I
Strong.
picked
but it doesn't
TCU
save
last
his job.
week and they screwed that up. So I'm gonna go Texas.
I think, if they win Texas, then they get to a bowl game. So now they really got decisions to make if they're going to fight. Because you need to have your coach in place for trying to get your recruits. Utah, Colorado.
Colorado. Because it's at Colorado.
Something tells me just to go with Utah on this one, so I'm going to go with Utah.
You're
on
over
this
there
one.
like,
I'm going with Cali, which probably isn't the smartest thing. but I'm
oh
going
my
Colorado.
goodness.
Number 6, Washington. At number 23, Washington State.
Washington.
Yeah, I like Washington in this one. Washington State losing to Colorado last week.
I like
I think
watching
so
as
as
well.
well.
Michigan State at Penn State after Michigan State's performance last week. Who knows who Michigan State
They
is?
should have won that game,
but-
but I'm Michigan State.
Um,
No way am I going for Penn State. I
Yeah.
don't care if I lose in picks.
well, I'm going with Penn State.
Ugh, how
I'm
could
going
you
with
do
Penn
that?
State too, because that's
They're
this
at
is-
home.
It's
Yeah,
picks. It's
I
picks.
don't care.
Number 3 Michigan versus number 2 Ohio State.
Michigan,
Yeah, I'm going Michigan too in this one. I really like them.
after Ohio State's performance last week,
I'm going for the home dog, Ohio State.
uh,
But I do think that's going to be an extremely close game, and I think Michigan could win it just as easily as Ohio
especially on
State, so.
Thanksgiving weekend,
Yeah,
families
and
will be
this
doing
is,
the
this is gonna be
board.
like a big matchup, number 2 versus number 3 for the season to
Yeah.
start. So that's our picks for the
You
week.
forgot one.
Did I forget one?
Yes.
Which one did I? Oh, Florida at FSU. my
Oh
bad.
yeah, FSU, go
Yeah, I'm going
ACC.
Florida.
You're going
ACC.
Florida or FSU?
Florida?
I'm going Florida State.
Oh, I was about to say.
Right.
Come here, let me check your pulse.
County. And I'm going Florida.
SEC.
So, all right, Titans. Titans lose 24-17.
Shocker.
We talked last week about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Well, they were Mr. Hyde in the first 25 minutes of that
Yep,
game.
can't get anything going.
Then Dr. Jekyll came on to finish, and they made it close, but they gave up 21 points on the first 3 drives of the game.
Mhm.
Okay, and they almost were down 24 points in the first 4 drives of the game. You in the NFL cannot do that.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Okay,
that's what the Titans did to the Packers. So
you can't do it in college, but you really can't do it in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we needed some of the scores back from the Packers game.
Mm-hmm.
So if they
Yeah.
did everything in the kitchen sink out of them in the Packers game, they should have saved the kitchen sink for.
Oh, yes, they
Yeah.
should have.
Yep.
So, just our opinions, Titans, play a complete game.
Please.
Yes.
You've done it once this year. I know you can do it twice.
They have Chicago coming up next. Is that correct?
Yes, Chicago's a struggling team too. So.
Yes, they are a struggling team. I actually have tickets to the Denver game.
Oh,
So,
man.
Well,
I can maybe if I can get Zach's press pass, I can get down and get on the sideline or something.
Yeah.
I might be there too. So.
Ah. Well, you can go sit up with my wife while I go
Oh,
on the
okay.
sideline. I ain't worried about Zach. Anyway, folks, we appreciate you joining us. That's our picks for the week. If there's anything you guys would like to add, you can always reach Callie at
NewsGal27
or
On
Zach.
Twitter.
on
and,
Twitter.
And
I
at
say
Zach
it every
Birdsong
week.
on Twitter. No spaces in between.
You can email us, call us, let us know what you think about our show. If there's any topics you would like for us to discuss, hopefully before too long we might start discussing some Predators a little bit. I know hockey season is upon us. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Yeah, happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
So don't overeat.
Even to our producer.
Yes, even to our, who had a birthday yesterday. And his
Happy
own
birthday,
day named
producer
after him.
Chris Barstad.
But anyway, we appreciate everybody. We hope everybody has a safe holiday season and safe travels and enjoy.